Right, you lot, so I am now finished work. Don't worry, I know I'm still in my scrubs, but I actually haven't seen anyone since putting these on, so I'm okay with that. So we are not going to remove the pan, that's what you can hear in the background. We're going to make, for the first time ever in this household, if I can find some couscous. Hang on 2 minutes while I have a little look for this, because I don't know where I've put it. I think I saw it the other day. Oh yes, it's hiding behind. Hello, you're sitting in my cupboard. It's hiding behind. Oh, I might need that. Fry light, yes. Will I need that? Yes, salt. Might as well pull them out while we're going. Yes, it's behind my weighing scales. We'll probably need those as well. So yes, it's behind my stock cubes, which I will also probably need. Could do with resorting out this cupboard, couldn't I? So vegetable stock cubes by Nor. They are gluten-free, dairy-free. They are, but the couscous isn't. That's why we don't normally have it. But because my husband is still at work, we can have couscous. So it says here natural source of protein, natural source of fibre. So that's good. Includes cereals, including gluten. I should hope so. It's completely 100% wheat. There's nothing else in it but wheat, so at least there's no dairy, so that's for me. Now, other things that I want to put in this. I believe that you can kind of put anything you like in it, really. So let's see, what does it suggest? Ooh, Mediterranean vegetable couscous, 30-minute cooking time. So we need 120 of this, there's 500 in it. We need a red onion. Stay there. Red onion, red onion, red onion. One red onion. Hurrah! Okay, and then we need a medium courgette. I haven't got any courgettes. It's not something we like, and it's not something that the hubby likes. I do like courgettes, they're all right. Then we want one yellow pepper, de-seeded and diced. So I probably will stick with things that the kids might eat. I mean, they didn't eat the pepper last night, but I think if I do it small, they might do. So, one yellow pepper. Hey, the way everything's in plastic, it's so annoying. Oh well. To try and save the earth another day. Then we've got one small aubergine. That's not happening. Cherry tomatoes. Okay, we can do cherry tomatoes. Now what I have is a British piccolo tomato. So thankfully for me, lots more rustling for you. Thankfully for me, they are at least British, so they haven't travelled like 1 billion miles to get to me. So that's good. And then what else does it say that I definitely don't have? Let's have a little look. 1 teaspoon of olive oil, so I'll use that instead. 4 tablespoons of sun-dried tomato paste. Now, sun-dried tomato paste. Well, I don't know if it was dried in the sun, but it's tomato paste. So yeah, tomato puree, tomato paste. I'm hoping it's the same thing. It's just got tomato puree in it. There's nothing else, and it was opened the other day. I wonder where this is from. It doesn't say. I thought like all of, well, it says it's from Morrison's, but I doubt very much they made it in the car park. And then what else have we got on here? Some fresh basil. Dried basil. So I tend to use less of this than the fresh. You can like put a handful of that in and still taste it would be horrible. So definitely a Mediterranean flavour. And because we're missing some of the ingredients, what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to make a pepper one. Because the kids don't like mushroom, that would be something else that I could add into this. So now it's a case of chopping and peeling this lot. So hopefully this little lot, which hopefully you can see, is going to turn into a lovely dinner. Fingers crossed. So also going to put the kettle on. I'm assuming it needs hot water because this doesn't look like couscous to me. I mean, I know I've not made couscous before, but I'm figuring out that it needs to be bigger than these tiny balls. Alright, see you soon, bye. Well, here goes nothing. That is not a lot of water. Well, it said 100 mils of water for 100 grams of couscous. I'm using 120, so I upped it to like just under 200 mils of water. And that does not look a lot. It's just half a stock cube that's gone in there. If I use a full stock cube, it'll get really, really, really salty really, really quickly. So here we go. And I've got some more water on standby. Gosh, it's not even covered. How's that going to cook? It says just to kind of simmer it for 5 minutes. Oh, actually, no, that's not bad. I'll just have to make sure it doesn't stick. Come back in 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm definitely putting more water in this because otherwise it's not going to be cooked. Look how it went then. It was really bizarre. It went like all, not congealed's not the right word. Grainy, I suppose. Gosh, isn't it odd? Like a really loose polenta. You can shift it about. There's no oil in this pan unless there's oil in my stock. But it looks oily. It must produce some kind of, yeah, it feels slidey. Very. I quite like the look of it. I don't think it's going to take 5 minutes to do though, do you? It definitely said 5 minutes. I'm just going to keep on adding water so I don't burn it. I've got it over really low heat. I'm going to check back those instructions. Where are they? Right, okay, so it says there, what does it say? Cook the couscous on back to instructions. Large hob, stir, cover the lid, reduce the heat to low and simmer for 5 minutes. I can't get a lid on it. I think it needs a lid because I'm going to take the heat off it because otherwise that is going to burn terribly. So not heat to low, but I think a pan on top of that and then the rest of it will steam. Yeah, so just like I thought, it's steaming up, so I reckon that heat will keep it. And I'm sure a friend of mine at Slimming World said that she just used to put water on top of it with stock and then just leave it. So fingers crossed that's enough cooking. It's had about 3 minutes, so this is a bit interesting. This is how the veggies turned out, and I'm really, really looking forward to cleaning that dish. Not. And this is how the couscous has turned out. So it's like really nice, and I suppose it's meant to be fluffy. Is it meant to be fluffy? I don't know. So before it steams up my camera, I'm going to add that to that. Put that bowl in to steep with some large amounts of fairy liquid. Other ones are available, and we'll see how it goes. So hi, it's actually the next night. I'm really sorry to do this to you guys, but I forgot not to film my outro. I forgot to not film just my chin. And yeah, so the taste test part of it was lost, unfortunately. It was me rambling on about how nice it was and that everybody liked it, which was really great. And actually I've cooked it again today, so it must have been okay. Next time I think we're going to have to prepare a little bit better, maybe read a recipe, maybe buy all of the ingredients. That could possibly happen. We'll go through exactly the same process next week. So what we'll do is we'll choose the meals that we want beforehand. We'll go shopping tomorrow because tomorrow's Saturday. And what we'll end up doing is we'll pick some recipe cards that will either come from the recipe books that I already hold or their family favourites, which can be like twisted round for the diet. As for sitting down for my dinner, yeah, it's going okay. It's not brilliant, I must say. I'm not very good at it. The good news is we've run out of ham, so I haven't had to write anything on the ham, and we ran out of little sausages, so that was fine as well. And I did sit down last night before I ate some sweets and some biscuits, so probably why the diet's not going that well, really. So this morning I did notice again at breakfast, I just tasted something off the end of my finger, and I was like, still eating stood up. So I go to sit down, say with a packet of something that you can open and eat, and by the time I've sat down, I've actually eaten a few things as I've walked to the chair. I'm about to sit down and eat my tea. It's so difficult to remember. I had a little look at day 4. I haven't read the chapter yet, but I know it's about being kind to yourself, so no beating myself up, which is great. So it is getting less and less. You know, the cards are working, which is great. We'll see if it all comes to fruition on a Monday when I weigh in. I'm not expecting any great shakes, but we'll see. We'll see. It's a nice, hot, sunny weekend here. We've still got lockdown here, so I'll still be sitting in the garden, sitting in the paddling pool, really. So I'm going to see you next time. Thanks very much for liking, subscribing. Do leave some comments below. I'll always answer every comment. Okay, and I will see you next time. Bye.